Hi there, welcome back. War Duskmorn, and we're looking at one of the first of the alternate commanders from the pre-con deck today, and we're going to look at the Lord of Pain. I've heard rumours that this card may be slightly OTT and maybe very much cEDH worthy at some stage, but hey, I figured I'd have a quick look at them today and see what we can do with it. So, for those of you who don't know, 3 black and red for a 5/5 human assassin. Has Menace. Your opponents can't gain life. That's the starting point. But whenever a player casts their first spell each turn, choose another target player. The Lord of Pain deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to the chosen player. Right, so I cast a spell, I pick anyone, deals damage to them. Next person around, let's call them Joe Bloggs for the sake of argument. Cast a spell, I then get to choose where the damage for that spell goes to, because that spell will have a casting cost unless it's 0, in which case I will miss out. But you know, 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 9 points, can put it on one of the other 2 players, not me. It's very good, as I understand it. I believe that's how it works. If I'm wrong, then this video is a waste of time, and I'm sorry, but I understand that's how the ruling works. So, based on that, this is what today's deck looks like. So, creatures. Yep, okay, it's a black-red deck, so Dockside's here, because we always have Dockside on a red deck, you know this. Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. Yes, we'll only do 2 with the Lord of Pain, but the extra discard or life loss could be useful. Broadside Bombardiers gives us a way of sacking things off and doing some extra damage if we need to, as well as being a menace haste creature. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Yes, Mishra is in the decks. We have Mishra claimed by Gix in the decks as well to make sure we can do the meld if we need to. But a double striking 2/2 is not the end of the world, so I'll go with that. Scytheclaw Raptor. Whenever a player casts a spell, if it's not their turn, it deals 4 damage to them. Makes your opponent think about counterspelling everything if this is in play. The infamous Cruel Claw deals combat damage to a player. Exile cards from the top of your library into your exile a non-land card. You may cast that card by discarding a card rather than paying its mana cost, so it's a way to get some of our big stuff in, especially if it's going to be the first spell we cast that turn. Vile Smasher the Fierce, yep, more random damage. The Bloodletter of Alcazaz, if an opponent loses life during your turn, they lose twice that much life instead. Okay then, that's fun. Decadent Dragon, exile top 2 cards of an opponent's library, play them, and then you've got the treasure when it attacks. Gonti, Lord of Luxury, lets us nick stuff off someone else's library, as we all know it does. Hazoret of the Fervent. Notice we're all in 4-drop land by now, so hopefully we've got the Lord of Pain out and we're dropping these. Indestructible and Haste can't attack unless we have 1 or fewer cards, and we can discard to do 2 damage to each opponent. Went to Clue Land again and brought the headliner Scarlet in. Quite like it, comes into play. Creatures target player controls can't block this turn, so it gives you a bit of an alpha strike ability. And at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at it, and play that card this turn. Mishra's here, so we can do the whole flip into Mishra lost to Phyrexia if we need to. A little bit of life gain for us. So, yeah, we're not going to complain too much. I hope we get them combined and do it that way. And it enters the battlefield taps and attacking. So, you know, whenever Mishra enters, we get to choose 3 of them. So, damage, destruction, menace, and trample, or creatures get smaller. We're going for it. Mogus, the God of Slaughter, just here to chuck small damage around. Oja, Accidental Deepest Might, just to make sure that we're always going to do at least 4 when we do these things. So, yeah, until we transform into the Temple of Power, which will happen. Black-Red Prosper's here, just to help us do the whole let's get cards on the go and a bit of treasure. Porphyros, God of the Forge, to give a little bit of extra damage coming through to all our opponents. Same with Urabrask, whenever we cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 1 and we get to eventually transform them. Hopefully. Probably unlikely in this deck, to be fair, but we might do. Bonehorde Dracosaur, either a 3/1 dinosaur or a treasure. That's nice. Goldspan for the treasures. Rankle and Torband for the flying, first strike and haste ability, and then we get to pick all of the ones below that we may need. So give everyone a treasure if one sacks a creature, or if a source would deal damage, do 2 extra instead. You know which one I'm going to be looking at most of the time. Ancient Copper Dragon for the whole treasure generation if we need it. Inferno Titan for that lovely indirect damage. One thing I will say, with, where is it, Ojo in play, it's non-combat damage when you do the 3 from the Inferno Titan. So you can do 1, 1 and 1, and if with the Ojo in play it does go up to 4, 4 and 4. That's pretty cool. Inferno of the Star Mounts, just to get some hasty flying damage in, with the Lord of the Pain, 6 damage to someone as well. Rakdos, Patron of Chaos, Patron of Chaos, Patron, what did I get that one? Patron of Chaos. Beginning of your end step, target opponent may sacrifice 2 non-land, non-token permanents. If they don't, you draw 2 cards. A little bit of card draw is always nice. And then, yeah, I was playing black, so Sheldred had to appear really in the Whispering 1 form to hopefully return creatures and get people sacrifice things. Going with let's make sure everyone's taking as much damage as possible. Chandra, Awakened Infernos here, just so we can get an emblem in. And then we have a fair few spells. Now, the start with Wheel of Fate. And then we've got Earthquake to do that all that extra damage if we need it to. Lightning Bolt for a little bit of target removal. Vandal Blast to overload and blow everyone else's artifacts up. Lightning Strikes in just for some more damage. Don't forget, if you've got Lord of Pain in play, this is basically chucking out 5 damage for 2 mana across the turn. Terminate, just to blow something up that we don't like. Chaos Warp to do something, get rid of something we don't like and hope they don't get something better. Jessica's Will, land, mana and cards. Colligan's Command, because we're in black-red and I haven't played it for a while, so returning creature cards from our graveyard to our hand and maybe doing 2 damage or blowing up an artifact's nice. If you want to save yourself some money, MTGO, as you can see, it's sort of like 40 cents. In real life, I think the Wheel of Command's about $500 at the moment. I haven't checked recently, but drop this out if you're trying to build this in real life and play something else. Chain Reaction, Damnation, Blasphemous Act, give us a bit of control. Ramp, we had to go heavy on black-red. Not that many cards, so we went a bit heavy. So, Mox Tantalite, Soul Talisman, Elixir of Immortality for the 3rd time this week. The boots make an appearance, so Lava Spears here. Then we've got Sol Ring, Arcane Signet, Charcoal Diamond, Fire Diamond, Medallion and Medallion to keep it up, and the other boots is there. You're probably wondering why Howling Mines here and why I skipped over it. It's because I want to make sure I'm drawing cards and I'm giving people cards that they can cast once the Lord of Pain's in place, so I can get that damage spread around. It's very unusual if someone's got a whole handful of cards that they don't cast something, and this kind of helps them get there. Hence why Thonta Mythos is here as well, just to help out a little bit, you know. I'm friendly in red-black, and now I'm just going to make sure everyone kills you. That's fine. Lightning Greaves helps protect the Lord of Pain. Rakdos Signet for the ramp, along with the boots, along with more ramp with Talisman of Indulgence. And then finally, Pyromancer's Goggles. We've got a few instances of sorceries that we can copy with it, and it's a little bit more ramp, so it came in. Enchantment wise, not many. Core of Embereth, because I like having the little red 3/1 night creature token to give me a blocker. No Mercy means that you probably don't get attacked that often unless someone's alpha striking you for the win. But if they do attack you and they let the creature through, they get to lose it quite happily. Court of Ear just chucks around a bit more damage, especially if you're the Monarch. It does 7 instead of 2. Virtue of Courage that lets us get around the whole more damage from non-combat sources. Court of Ear, I'm looking at you. Fiery Emancipation just triples up that damage, along with City on Fire tripling up as well. Again, another deck with City on Fire in, but having both of them back to back means you probably get 1 in play, and Convoking this ain't too difficult. Lands wise, probably a little bit short, I'll be honest. I should have probably been playing 38 with this deck, but I went with 36 because, you know, a lot of the stuff is quite low down once we get to there. You know, we've got low casting costs here, so I think we'll be alright with 36. 37 may be better, so you may want to think about dropping sort of City of Fire maybe. But we have got all the traditional black-red lands you can imagine being in the deck. Field of the Dead is also here today for some more blockers. And Shadow Blood Ridge, because I quite enjoy these, they're quite fun. And that's it really. We have got Temple of the False God today, just so we're clear. We haven't got Reliquary Tower in, but the Temple of the False God, because of the cost of Lord of Pain once he gets killed off a couple of times, we probably do need the extra mana. And then Urborg and Valakut are here. Valakut is potentially a backup win, or just chucking some damage around. We have got 8 mountains, we have got other things that are classed as mountains, so we should be alright getting there. And then the Urborg, just make sure we smooth everything out, and that's it. I really do hope that I've got my take on the Lord of the Pain correctly. If I haven't, this video will probably disappear and be replaced by something else, but I'm pretty sure I've read the rules correctly, so that does work how I think it works. And like I say, I think this is going to be a commander we see more. Going to be fun at the start, but if this doesn't start turning up in some of the cEDH stuff at some stage, I'll be, well, or maybe not cEDH, high power level games, let's go with that, shall we? I'll be amazed, because it's just a ridiculous commander from my point of view, but that's it. Let me know if you think there's anything I've left out down below in the comments. I'd appreciate it. If you haven't been here before and you've made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching and gave me another 10 minutes up towards my 4,000 watch hours target. I do appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button before you go, hit the bell icon, leave me some comments and I'll respond to as soon as I read them, or once I get around to reading them anyway. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Victor. So have a lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.